Let's go. Let's go. Let me make sure that the music is right. Do we have the right music for tonight? All right, let me make sure my levels is good. And we'll kick it off by saying, all right, here we go on this Tuesday night edition of KFTV post-game live presented by Manscaped. What I should really be saying is 8 in a row because the Knicks back home after a nice Midwest swing against the world champs. No Curry, no problem. Jordan Poole, no problem because Jalen, RJ, Quentin Grimes, IQ made quick work out of the Dubs, man. Knicks damn near won by 40 on a bum night. This one turned into a bum night, man. By the second half, by the end of the third quarter, this thing was pretty much wrapped up, man. As I said, Jalen started it off, and RJ, IQ, Grimes finished it throughout, man. Another one for the Knicks, an easy one for the Knicks. 132-94, man. 8 in a row. Salutes everybody in the chat, man. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let us know how you guys feeling about this win tonight, man. CP the franchise, Alex Ratars, Stratocaster on the ones and twos. 8 in a row. And this one on weekly, I picked this one as a W. And they got the job done, man. The only person who was really worried about was Poole, coming off of a career high 40-plus points in Toronto 2 days ago. I had to watch him. We knew Grimes was going to draw that assignment. Dubs did their best to get him off of Grimes, to get Grimes off of him, sending multiple screens. And give credit to Poole. He moves well without the ball. He's very fast, very agile. Had his moments. But overall, it's going to take more than that to beat this Knicks defense the way that they are playing right now. And then on the offensive end, they had no answer, meaning the Dubs, no answer for Jalen Brunson. Another light work night for Jalen. RJ with 11 points in the third quarter. And Al, we talked about on weekly, we've been talking about for a couple of games now, this bench needing to catch up to where the starters are right now. And namely, Emmanuel Quickley. We needed Quick to bust out of that shooting slump and deliver, and that he did. An efficient night, 22 points, had it cooking from downtown, and the Knicks get it done, man. 132-94. Give me your thoughts on this game.
You said the words, man. Light work tonight. Because of the light work, ruined my prize picks. We'll get to that later.
Yeah,
but
did.
Hey, I'll take this.
Me too, man.
I'll take a 132 Knicks victory, 94 over 94, any day of the week. This was just Knicks. Like once the second quarter came around, man, Knicks just started getting to work. They zoned in. Third quarter zoned in even more.
Yep.
And look, it got to the point where in the fourth quarter, Tom Thibodeau didn't even put his starters back in. How many times have we seen the Knicks have like a good lead, but Tibbs is always going to put the starters back in? No, he started the fourth quarter with the reserves and never looked back. That's how you know what type of night tonight was. But look, it was a solid overall effort, great effort from everybody on this team. Randall with a solid 15 points. You had Brunson with a solid 21 points. RJ with 18, Grimes with 19, IQ with 22. Just well-distributed scoring throughout this entire team. Everyone chipped in where they needed to. This defense was stifling. And you saw that when with the Warriors who were banged up, they didn't have Andrew Wiggins, they didn't have Steph Curry. You saw that they were able to take advantage with this type of defensive intensity that they've been showing over these last few weeks, man. And even Klay, like they made it difficult for Klay to even try to get into a rhythm. You just saw that. Quentin Grimes, everybody out there was just making the point of attack defense just like on point tonight. So just overall great effort. I loved everything that I saw about tonight. So much that I want to see everyone throw a window emoji in the chat.
Oh, let's go.
And let me tell you
something.
Let
them know, Al. Let them know.
I want to tell you something.
Let them know.
I'm jumping out the window, all right?
Oh,
I'm jumping out the window
let's
tonight.
Go.
I got the window right behind me, all right? We going out here. We jumping.
Let's go. Oh my God, I'm wheezing over here, man. I'm wheezing. Give me a second. We jumping out the window. Everybody in the chat. We
jumping out windows tonight.
Everybody in the chat.
We are jumping out the window.
Throw a window.
We are jumping out the window.
Throw
There's
a window
else
emoji out there, man.
8-game winning streak. We are on an 8-game winning streak. Make it 9 tomorrow. We're going to be facing a Raptors team that is floundering. Let's go. Come on.
I'm with it. My man Al jumped out the window. We got the window emojis flying through the chat. The chat is going beast mode. 8 in a row. Throw some 8s in the chat. It's your time, Knicks Nation. It's your time, man. Why not? Enjoy it. 17 and 13. Let's get it going. And one of the things you mentioned was Clay, and one of the very few good points that the TNT crew made about the Knicks tonight, or about the game. And we'll get to what an abomination that TNT coverage was. With no Steph, Clay, at this stage of his career, where he's at, coming off of those injuries, he needs a Steph to play off of, right? You're putting a lot of pressure on a Poole to create for other guys in a way that Steph can, and the gravity, he doesn't have that. He just doesn't have that. 1 assist for Jordan Poole. So Clay was going to have a tough night based on the way this Knicks defense was playing, just because his shot creation bag just isn't there as it used to be. And one of the big stories in this game, man, I thought we were going to lose Quentin Grimes.
Yeah.
Quentin Grimes coming up for a 3, lands on Ty Jerome's foot, grabbing his ankle in agony. I thought we were going to lose Quentin Grimes. And but luckily he bounced back. He comes back into the game. But in the second half, you saw how the Warriors were going right at him. Tibbs swapped the matchups. He put RJ on Poole, and he put Grimes on Clay. Warriors start running some actions to get Clay going on Grimes. He gets back on Poole. They start running some actions to get Poole going on Grimes. But luckily, he held it down. And on the flip side, offensively, Quentin Grimes, 4 of 8 from downtown. Another efficient night for Quentin Grimes. How about 4 assists? 19 points, 4 assists from Quentin Grimes. I thought he attacked the closeouts well, put the ball on the floor. Well, again, something that we've been talking about, what you want to see in terms of the evolution of his game. Found Julius for a nice no look. He found, I forgot who else he found for a couple of nice dimes. But either way, four dimes for Quentin Grimes. I loved his activity on the offensive end tonight, and he got it done, man. One thing about Grimes and what we're seeing, and an attribute that he brought in from the University of Houston, he's a tough shot shooter, man. He's a tough shot shooter. You get guys in his face, he's got that quick release, and he can knock it down.
Absolutely. You even see that he's good with the catch and shoot too in transition. Yeah. The one that sticks out to my mind is Jalen Brunson. He gets it. He's pushing in transition. And then before I get into Quentin Grimes and just being able to catch and shoot, Brunson's ability to move in transition is different, because sometimes I think we all think of moving in and scoring in transition as just flying up and down the court and just a lot of quick passes. But he just knows how to move at a different pace in the open court. And like, he keeps his head up. You know, he's like leading with a shoulder, almost like just kind of sidestepping, looking to draw the defense, and then he finds Quentin Grimes. Grimes then gets into rhythm, knocks down a catch and shoot 3, just a big 3 when we need it. So the way Grimes has been playing overall, though, it's just, I feel like every single game you can see that he's getting more and more comfortable while he's out there, and he's catching up to the missed time at the beginning of the season. And it makes you think, what would have been if he was healthy to start off the season, because I think it was to Begley that he even noted that there was a strong possibility that Grimes would have been the starter opening night. Yeah. And you just see how this offense changes, man. And like, we always talk about needing a connector, somebody who can find everybody else on the floor. And you talked about it, you know, whether it's just making the easiest assist to finding Randall, he's finding all these kick out passes too. So these are elements of the game that helps good team ball movement. And that was what the Knicks were doing to the Warriors tonight. There was a lot of good team ball movement, a lot of off-ball cutting, everyone just looking to keep shuffling around on the offensive side to jiggle the defense around. That way they can just find openings. And that is how you play basketball at a high level. And I'm glad that we don't have to complain about this and we're starting to see that happen, right?
Big time.
Even when it comes to like Brunson finding Randall for cutting down the middle, right?
Like
and getting the and one.
Yeah.
I like that. That's stuff that we've been asking for Randall to do, right? Just looking for easy open lanes to get easy baskets. And this team is just starting to change and do all of that. So everything about the offense starting to click. It's good for a team that's not only on an 8-game winning streak, but now you're going to be facing a Toronto Raptors team that, there's a lot of talk about whether or not they should blow it up.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the next game.
Yeah.
And then you got the Chicago Bulls, who's also going through their drama, right? We just heard that there was some there were some emotions
internal
after
drama
losing to the Miami Heat.
Yep.
So you got two teams who are reeling right now, and the Knicks are surging. This is just not only a momentum builder, this is a confidence builder, and it's happening at the right time for the New York Knicks.
Perfect time. Well said. And Grimes Hive, if you're in the chat, man, show yourselves. Throw a hashtag Grimes Hive in the chat, man. Quentin Grimes with another outstanding game tonight on a bum foot. And good thing he came back, because the way Tibbs is with these rotations, if you out, you're out. So Grimes went to the locker room, threw the sleeve on the leg, and got back to it, man. In the third quarter, he came in, he was gimpy as hell, but it seemed like he got a little bit more loose. It seemed like a little bit of that time, that delay between halftime, it got a little bit tight on him, but he seemed to loosen up as the game wore on. So a good thing that he was able to finish the game. We'll see how he's impacted tomorrow. Hopefully he can make it, because the Knicks will certainly need him against OG, Siakam, Scotty Barnes, and those boys, the wing factory that is the Raptors. Even though they're reeling, I still look at it as a tough matchup. One of the things, and we talked about quickly scoring off the bench, I thought the battle of the benches was key in this game as well, because, excuse me, on the Golden State side, Ty Jerome had it cooking, man, early in this game. He was giving the Knicks a couple of problems, man. And you remember Ty Jerome from when he gave the Knicks that work when he was on OKC. I believe it was a game in OKC a couple of years ago, and Ty Jerome was going off. He had his moments in this game, and Kuminga as well did fairly well. Wiseman had his moments, so it was definitely important. Even though the starters took care of business, and I didn't think this game was going to be that close. I think it was still important for the Knicks bench to get into a groove, get into a rhythm. Yeah, quickly again with his 22, 5 or 6 from downtown. McBride had some solid minutes. How about Jericho? Jericho was jumping through the gym. 8 points, 7 boards for Jericho. You had Hartenstein was flashing the passes late in garbage time. Definitely like that.
Some may say.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a little bit, but nevertheless, solid performance by the Knicks bench, offensively and defensively. Deuce chipped in 10 points, 2 of 5 from downtown. Had a nice pull-up 3 in junk time. Even my guy Svi got into the mix. Archie so it was a good night, man. It was a good night, bro.
Absolutely, great night. And for Jericho Sims, it's not only the rebounding. It's not only his defense, it's the hustle plays too.
Yeah.
Okay. Like the one that where the ball almost went out of bounds. He jumps out, catches the ball midair, passes it to RJ. RJ then passes it to quickly knocks down a 3. It's those type of plays where you're keeping the possession alive on offense to create those second chance opportunities. And that's something that you get from Jericho Sims on a nightly basis. And I mean, I was a little shocked, man. I had to throw out the memes with you putting on the glasses, because I could not believe that we saw Jericho Sims and Mitchell Robinson out there at the same time.
Just
that
for
was
a minute.
Little strange to me.
Yeah, just for a minute. But I want to see a little bit more, man. I want to see a little bit more of Jumpman and Blockness. Yeah, I wanted to see that, man, because what Sims has been showing is that he's playing adequate defense out there in the perimeter against 4s if he needs to. I wanted to see a little bit more of that action with the Blockness monster and Jumpman Sims, see how that looked. But nevertheless, 8 offensive rebounds between them, 5 for Mitch, once again being an animal on the glass, and then 3 for Sims. Mitch finishing with 11 boards, 9 points, 3 steals for the Blockness monster tonight. So
yes.
He had to get it going. I like the matchup with him and Wiseman. I think that may have been only the second or maybe even the first matchup between the two. Because remember, Wiseman missed most of his rookie year.
Yep.
And it was either the first or the second. If it was the second,
I can't remember.
Then I think maybe they faced off in Golden State. Not this past game this season, or maybe the season before that. If not, I think this could have been the first matchup between the two. But it's definitely interesting to watch. It's definitely interesting to watch. And, you know, it's interesting looking at these two teams. The issues that we had with the coach not playing the young guys and not getting them into the mix and not knowing where we stood with the young guys, now it's not a problem. And you look conversely on the Golden State side, there's a lot of question marks with Steve Kerr and how he's utilizing Wiseman. What's up with Kuminga? What's up with Moody? When are the Golden State kids going to get into the mix? Because these guys were the reason why they didn't really make much moves to upgrade the roster, to upgrade the bench, and so on and so forth. So it's a very interesting dynamic, that the two teams are looking at, and the criticism that Kerr now faces, especially in the way that he's handling the Wiseman situation. They got him sent down to the G League, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and for anyone that didn't check it out, I had we had Sam Esfandiari from the Light Years Pod, also part of the Blue Wire Network, come on for the Golden State Warriors Knicks preview earlier in the season. So if you want to hear more about that discussion and hear the fumbling or trying to juggling of just having all these young players on the roster and figuring out where to get the minutes, but yet you're still a team that's competing. This is what happens. They're at a juncture that's just very hard to meet, because when you have guys like Steph, Clay, Draymond, now even Jordan Poole in the mix, Andrew Wiggins, there's not a lot of minutes for these guys, for like Moody, Wiseman, Kuminga, to really explore their game, as Sam said, and figure out where they fit in the NBA. And because of that, this is where you start to see them struggle in moments like this, because they haven't had enough repetitions. That's kind of the same thing what we ask for on the Knicks for such a long time. It's like, go play the kids. Let's see what they are. Let's raise their value. But it's different, right? You just see it's just different. It's so funny how doing all these game previews, and I can't wait for the next game preview to come out, because I'll give a little teaser, CP. Talk to William Wu, who covers the Raptors for Sportsnet, right? That thing's going to be dropping soon. But you know what they call Nick Nurse up there, up in the north?
What's that?
Nick Thibodeau.
Wow. Wow. A little preview of the Game of the Week preview, man. And we'll drop that after tonight's show. Definitely interested in hearing that, man. Shout out to Young Kobe, $10 Super Chat, says folks won't give us much credit for this 8-game winning streak, but I'll give credit when it's due. The Knicks look fluid and they're taking care of business, not playing down to the competition regardless. It's a good point. Here, you're coming back home. You're feeling good about a 3-game winning streak, or wins in the Midwest. You got a depleted Warriors team. Could have been an easy night to let go of the rope, and the Knicks were able to maintain their intensity. So good job by Kobe on that. Shout out to Shahid, Canadian Super Chat, $20 Super Chat, said let the media hate on the tape. Reggie is a bum. TNT and their feels makes all the excuses about Stephen Wiggins you want. Knicks handling business. Time to give Tibbs some respect. I want all that media smoke. We lit. We're gonna get to that in a minute, but let's hear it from the people, man. This is the People Show, number one show for the fans, by the fans. KFTV Postgame Live, presented by Manscaped. We got 3,000 people in the chat right now celebrating this victory, man. Number one, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button for you boys, and share this video right now. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you do your social media. Share this video right now. Very important to do so, but we appreciate everybody for tapping in with us. All right, first up on the phone, Civ Jacobs from the Discord. Civ, how you feeling?
Happy holidays, CP.
Let's go.
Al, thank you so much for having me on the channel. Wow, 8 games, an 8-game winning streak, and I want to first say the way that Brunson and Grimes and Robinson have been anchoring our defense has been just, fantastic. And, with today, we only kept the the Warriors under 94 points. They're the champs essentially. That's very, very good news. Quickly off the bench, 22 points. That we needed that type of production
Needed it.
From the bench, and honestly, like I wouldn't give up any trade this team right now. We're just surging.
Yeah.
And I just want I wanted I have a question. My question is like would you guys is it now that we have to consolidate the roster? Because I've been reading through my Twitter feed right now, and some people are saying that they, with the assets that we do have, that it's time to consolidate the assets that we have and make trades. But I don't think it's the time to at the moment.
Well, at this moment, what you're looking at is a 9-man rotation of guys that are locked in, guys that know their roles. The guys on the outside looking in are Cam's a goner. Fournier, most likely, whether it's this year or next. Maybe Derrick Rose. I don't know. I think it seems like he wants to stay. I think they'll take care of him. I don't really think there's much of a market for him. And although I would trade him, I would also consider keeping him here for insurance purposes. So in terms of the consolidation, I mean, you are looking at two guys pretty much on their way out. Now, the decision will have to be made about Quickly and Obi and things of that nature. Maybe not right now, but still something that they'll have to consider because they do have draft picks coming in next year. What will they do with that? Will they trade those? Will they keep those? It's definitely something that they'll have to consider. But, we can certainly touch on that another day because we got 8 in a row tonight. And the fans are happy about it, Al. Fans are happy about it.
For sure. And to the caller's point, the Knicks in the last 8 games, 5 out of their last 8 games, they kept teams to under 100 points. It's quite the feat, man. This is how the defensive rating is staying so low because, once again, point of attack. Talk about the perimeter defense has just improved. They're closing out on threes, which we didn't see at the beginning of the season. And on top of that, Mitch being that safety valve every single night, man.
Big time.
You see it tonight. He's now getting steals on the stat sheet. Man's a monster. Mitch has been his bag. Stock's continuously rising, CP. Stock is continuously rising.
Shout out to Monster Mitch. Back to the phones we go. Let's go to Captain Optimism in the building. Benji from Manhattan. Let's go.
Captain Optimism reporting for duty.
Let's go.
Checking in. Incredible situation, man. Again, Jalen Brunson, a.k.a. Mr. Perfect, just doing whatever he does, setting the tone. He had that little groove going on. I think it was the second quarter where he started I think he had hit 5 shots in a row, and that was the game right there pretty much, man, once we built the lead. To Alex's point, I think not enough is being made about Mitch, man. You're getting double-digit rebounds from him every game. He's owning the glass. He even made 2 free throws on one trip tonight. So he's limiting his mistakes. You're not seeing a lot of turnovers. You're not seeing a lot of offensive fouls. Remember when Mitch always used to have those plays where he would he'd have the goaltends, the obvious goaltends.
Yeah, discipline. Discipline was his biggest flaw. Discipline in terms of fouling, bad mistakes, boneheaded mistakes. Mitch is locked in, man. Very mature right now.
I know. Yeah. I mean, this is great to see. I think, what is he, 22 at this point? So it would be kind of interesting to see what he looks like when he's 25. And he's even more battle tested. But man, and Randall, I thought obviously he missed a lot of threes. He didn't shoot great, but he still played a really solid floor game.
Yeah.
And he was aggressive.
He got on the boards for me, man. That was my prize picks lock of the night. Julius Randle, more than 9.5 rebounds. He had 8 going into the half. So Randle was an animal on the boards. Him and Mitch continue to clean things up on the defensive glass, and that's big. That's part of your defense, man. It's part of your defense.
No, that's awesome to hear that he did that too. And then in the fourth quarter, man, I heart running his Jets mini camp. Passing lane was great to see, man. It was he's trying to outdo Zach Wilson and Mike White, man. That was just awesome. He was just having fun out there. So we got to rinse and repeat tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The Raptors always give us trouble. They're 3-12 on the road. I think they're missing Trent Jr., Anunoby, maybe Boucher. It's not going to be easy. We know Fred VanVleet and Siakam are going to be ready, so we're just going to have to match the energy, man. And thank God we dodged a bullet on that Grimes injury. Hopefully, that looked like initially bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what we would do in that scenario because Grimes this is definitely one of his best games. If he gives us like 16 to 18 points, and he was aggressive tonight too, man. Sometimes he's a little hesitant because he doesn't want to take too many shots. But I mean, he needs to just be aggressive, man. And the passing. My last point is the passing from him. The little drop off passes, man. Things of beauty. Don't worry. I got the super chat coming in tonight.
Let's go.
Just got to get to my computer. I'm going to keep as long as we keep rolling, I'll keep rolling.
Let's go.
Much support, guys. Much love, and let's keep this going tomorrow. Let's keep building this.
Captain Optimism in the building. Shout out to Benji from Manhattan. Yeah, man. Love when Grimes is putting that rock on the floor. He's getting more and more comfortable, man. More and more comfortable. To the Discord we go. Nathan Unknown. We got a lot of callers, so let's go rapid fire. Nathan Unknown, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hey, what's up, CP? Alex. So, first of all, I just want to say mid-3 is not true. I'm tired of it. I go on Instagram. We're on this hot streak. We're still being called mid-3, but it's whatever.
It's all good.
They're good. Bulls, we got to do it 3 times, 2 weeks, it's whatever. Closer to Victor if we need to help you to do that. But my big thing is, first of all, with IQ. I feel like, I forget who called earlier and said like we shouldn't be trading or thinking about trades, but it is a fear that I think is valid from the front office because if we don't trade him now, like we basically lose out on his stock, and his stock isn't even the highest that has been in the past. Yeah. It's just like today you see his potential and it's like, yeah, he can get up to over 20 points. And I realized why he kind of like plateaued for the past 2 years. Because when he came into the league, it was like, this guy could be like all-star potential. Like people were jumping out the window. But that new rule change that we thought was going to affect James Harden and Trae Young is what actually ended up affecting him the most. Yeah. I felt like since Kentucky, he was like building his entire play style to be able to take those fouls. And like he was getting a lot of his points from the line. So like for the past 2 years, he's frankly just been able to he's just been trying to find a new way to score. And that's like I'm not sure if that's something you want to pay for. If like the hope that he will figure it out. Because he used to have that floater too, but that was because he had the diversity in his play style. Right. But now that he can't get those fouls, like that's also gone too because it's too predictable. And speaking of predictability, right, it looks like he's figuring it out with more playing time and confidence that comes with that. The minute that RJ and Quentin can like figure out how to be like offensively flexible, which I think it could be done in the next 2 years, this is gonna be ridiculous. Because like RJ's been getting less and less blocks. Like it still happens every now and then. Like I think Wiseman blocked them because it's like way too obvious on that side. But the minute that like Drew Hanlon could help him actually figure that out, this team's gonna be crazy. Okay. And then finally, Randall and Brunson. I'm actually a little scared about the All-Star game because I low-key think that if Brunson gets the All-Star and Randall doesn't, there's gonna be some like chemistry issues. Oh
no, come on, man. All right, I'm gonna drop you off here. Good call. You had to be rapid fire, but you fell off after that. The other takes were good. You fell off after that. There's not gonna be any beef over no damn All-Star snub. Come on, Nathan, man. But speaking of the All-Star,
2 different positions.
Yeah, speaking of All-Star. Let's get these guys to the game, man. All-Star voting is live. Go to vote.nba.com. Let's get Jalen. Let's get Julius. Let's get Cam into the All-Star game. No, just kidding. They're going to trade Cam. But let's get Jalen and Julius
to
the All-Star game. All-Star voting is now live. Okay, let me shout out to Superchats.
I have to give you this window if you're jumping out for Cam, bro.
No, I'm good. We got 3,000 people in the chat, man. Let's get those likes up. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. $20 super chat from Jonah A says, please shout out Knicks superfan Cedric and Trinity. They're for sure watching right now. Thanks. And love you guys 8 in a row. Okay, he wants to shout out Cedric and Trinity. So shout out to them. Shout out to Chris, $20 super chat says, let's go 8 in a row, baby. Lots of folks were saying that our young guys weren't locked in, but I disagree. Do I hear 49 wins? Okay. So he's upping the ante. He's definitely upping the ante right now. They're jumping out the window on us, Al. And I like what I'm hearing, man. Sam on the Discord. Let's go, Sam. Talk to us.
What is up, guys?
Let's go.
Finals are over. I'm back watching the Knicks, and we're on 8-game winning streak.
Let's go. Let's go, Sam. Talk to him. Talk to him.
All right. So the first thing, because I haven't been able to watch the games, is I get to look at stats a little bit more. So the first thing I notice, offensive rating, defensive rating, the net positive is absolutely insane. The Knicks defense has been leading to offense, and that is the key to winning, and that is what we're seeing, and that is the way to win. And I guess it just took some time. I'm still skeptical about a few things, but the glue that these guys, the starters, have, especially when they go together, they are absolutely dominant on that floor. Quentin Grimes being able to be that 3-and-D player. I mean, we always had either a good 3 player or a good D player. It was either one or the other. But with him, he provides a perfect balance and is able to accelerate that offense and bring up that defense. And then let's talk about Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. That duo itself, before, when we only had Randle, a lot of attention was towards Randle, but with Jalen, it really spreads the floor and is able to really expand on our offense. So yeah. I'm excited. So tomorrow against Toronto, big wings, big defense, being able to separate is going to be really important. So I'm excited to be back. And let's get watching.
Welcome back, Sam. Way to finish strong in school. Do your thing, man. Sam, the stat guy, coming through in the clutch, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow, bro.
See ya.
Let's go. Sam checking in on the Discord. How about Brunson again? 2 of 5 from downtown. That was another lock for me in prize picks. I took more than 1.5 threes. We'll get to our prize picks later. I took more than 1.5 threes for Jalen Brunson tonight, Al. I'm riding the hot hand. He was 6-9 in Chi-Town, 3 of 3 against the Pacers. He's the elbow 3 king right now and got his 2 by halftime. So good job by Brunson, bro.
How did you say you were you came in here when I said prize picks? You're like, oh, you act all hurt.
I'm gonna tell you,
on Randall, you're hitting on Brunson. You over here.
You're
over here playing the mind games. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I had a good night. I'm having a good night, but there's one thing that I didn't get. But we'll get to it. I don't want to get to our prize picks just yet. I want to hear from some more people. Shout out to Wayne Higgs. $5 super chat says, I got us not losing for the month of December. So yes, 14-game winning streak. And speaking of that, we got to shout out Greg from Connecticut, man. Greg from Connecticut called in after the Hawks win. That was 2 weeks ago, and said we were going to run off 7 straight. Well, it's now 8. So shout out to Greg from Connecticut, because I definitely ran him off the line. He's like, yeah, all right. I wasn't a believer, so shout out to Greg from Connecticut. Shout out to Greg. $5 super chat from One Love. He says, hey, CP, we won 8 in a row. Let's go. Loving the energy and the team ball. We got a New Zealand super chat from Jerry Coe. Okay. Jerry Coe. I don't know if he's related to Jericho Sims, but salute to them. Definitely salute to them. Okay, let's see who else we got on the phones. Who else wants to talk Knicks? We got 3,000 people on the check-in. Let's get those likes up. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. This is the #1 show for the fans, by the fans. Do not get it twisted. KFTV Postgame Live, presented by Manscaped. All right, who else wants to talk about this win streak? Let me get to some new callers here. Let's go to AG from Miami. Let's go to the 305. What's going on?
What's going on, CP?
How you feeling, man? Welcome to the show, man. How you feeling tonight? 8 in a row. Let's go. 8 in a row.
Loud and clear?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Let's go.
Yo, shout out to the family, man. First time caller, long time listener. I was out there in the Cleveland event when you was out here, CP.
Oh, that's my guy. Okay, yeah, I know who it is now. I know who it is, bro. Yeah, what's good, bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Rhythm J. You know what I'm saying, on the instrumentals?
Yep, shout out to Rhythm J on the instrumentals, man. Always blessing us, for sure.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. And, yeah, man, just happy about the win. Happy how the team is looking. And, man, let's just keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. And, yeah, you did. I saw that clip because I know you wanted to find that caller who called out the 7-game winning streak.
Yeah.
You sure did run him off the phone, bro. You sure did run him off.
Yeah, I'm gonna air myself out. I'm gonna air myself out on that later, man. I'm gonna run the clip later, so I can expose.
But yo, man,
yeah.
I just want to shout out, the whole squad.
Yeah.
And KFTV, as I told you, I'm a first-time caller, so I just want to show love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, do me a favor. Make sure you either hit me up on the gram or Twitter. Let me make sure I have your contact. So next time I'm back in the 305, we'll set something up, man. If we make it to the Knicks Heat game later this year, or next year, we'll rally the troops, man. So make sure I got your contact. Just hit me up.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to my brother Abel. Shout out to Phil, the mayor. You already know.
Yes, sir.
And we out here in the 305, man. Shout out to the whole family.
All right, man. Absolutely, man. Shout out to my guy Phil, the mayor, as well. Always tapping in. #1 party promoter down there in the 305. Shout out to Phil, the mayor. Cody Glock from BK. What's going on? Let's go.
Rapid fire, man. Shout out KnicksFanTV, man. Shout out Alex. Shout out CP. My Jamaican brother Alex. Yo,
What's
shout out Manscaped. I average 0 turnovers a game because of Manscaped. I take care of my ball. Bear flight slide action. Flashlight action. Knicks, right? So, boom. Jalen Brunson, he's the most star power since we had Melo. Most star production we had since Melo, man. Every time he got the ball in his hands, I feel confident the Knicks is going to do something. Mitchie, let me tell you something about Mitchie, all right? Because a lot of people don't know about Mitchie. Mm-hmm. Mitchie's been on a tear defensively. He's been insane. He's been probably the second reason why the Knicks has been playing like this is because of Mitchie. I say first is Brunson, second Mitchie, third Quentin Grimes, and Miles McBride as a duo.
Okay.
I love how we playing. This is 8 in a row. We gonna do 10 in a row. I don't like how you was down in my man saying we was gonna get to a 7-game win streak. Believe it, we get into 10. I'ma holla at y'all.
Let's go.
Shout out KnicksFanTV.
Cody Glock. That's Captain Mitchie, man. Captain Mitchie. Let's go to Mike from Manhattan. He was at the game. Mike, talk to us, man. What was the vibe like? How was the game? How you feeling, bro? Talk to us.
CP, Alex, I got good energy. I'm outside still. You hear me? I'm outside still.
Yeah.
So I called Lay. I'm having fun. I ain't called the last couple of days because, people think I bring bad energy to the chat. I don't. I just want a direction. But I almost got hit by a car.
Oh, man.
The Knicks winning. My fault, CP.
Yeah. Not so loud because you clipping on the switchboard right now. Not so loud.
I apologize. The arena was rocking today. I threw on the blue Montclair. We got 8 in a row. We going for 10. Once we lose, we can start talking about the direction of the team again. But right now, I'm taking it.
All right.
I'm taking this little happy moment right now in life.
All right, no doubt, man.
It.
Appreciate it. I got to drop you off because your call was it was too staticky. I'm not sure what was going on out there, but you could hear his excitement now. So we rock with him. You know what I mean?
He's jumping out the window, bro.
He's jumping.
Window. Look,
he's with you, bro.
Look, man, if you ain't jumping out the window today, I don't know what's going on. Come on now. I got the wind. I can feel a nice breeze.
Yeah.
There's some trees out here. I got a lake. I don't even know how the lake showed up, man. I might be hopping into the water for all I know. I'm taking it's probably just to cool me off because guess what? I am ready. I am ready for this 9-game winning streak. We're getting 10-game winning streaks tonight, CP. We're going at it. We're going at it, all right?
Hey,
throw some windows in the chat. We need more windows in the chat.
Throw some windows in the chat, man. Shout out to Hold This L, $20 super chat. He says, I'm Shaq from the military. The guy he's deployed to Saudi Arabia. My service is bad, so I can't call in. CP saved me a playoff ticket. I'll be back in March. I told you I'll let the thing slow cook, and we need to keep building. Tell MSG to cut the check. I like that guy. Salute to Shaq. Appreciates your service, man. He's out there in Saudi Arabia holding us down. So make sure everybody say salute to Shaq for his service. Definitely appreciate that. And he said he'll be back for the playoffs. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Once again, salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, the chat is going delirious right now. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We got over 3,000 people in here. #1 show for the fans by the fans is cooking. We're rolling right now. We on a win streak just like the Knicks. We winning right now. It's a lot of positivity going on. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. And also, throw your cities, throw your countries, your flags in the chat. Let us know where you're checking in from. We'll shout you guys out as well. We just heard from my guy Shaq checking in from Saudi Arabia, doing the damn thing, man, and protecting us, protecting our freedom. So salute to Shaq. Definitely salute to Shaq. Al, can I go in on the TNT crew real quick, man?
Bro,
can we go in a little bit?
We need to have this conversation. We need to have this conversation right now.
Let's have this conversation. All right? Because
let's go.
First and foremost, I love the Inside the NBA crew. I love it. It's my favorite show. Way better than ESPN. I rock with them. Except when they do Knick games. They are terrible. Ernie's my guy. Ernie's my guy, 100 grand. Chuck, Shaq, Kenny. They are so lazy when they talk Knicks, and they are hating every single time. All right? So the pregame show was lackluster. I had no interest in watching it. I flipped to MSG. Wiley and those guys, Han and those guys aren't on. So I'm like, all right, let me just do what I got to do till 7:30. You know what I mean? Let me take a nap till 7:30, basically, because I got nothing to listen to. Okay? That's pregame. Take it into the coverage, and it is a Golden State coronation. These guys already won the championship last year. I got to hear them serenading this guy. James Wiseman, Steph, Clay, Draymond, this, that, and the third. It is a Golden State telecast. I was over it. It was disgusting. Then somebody upstairs or in the truck decides it's a good idea to split the screen, cut the game, and let's go to Steph Curry and hear what he has to say for about 10 minutes about nothing. Okay? So now I got to hear Reggie waxing poetic and giving Steph Curry his flowers on the TNT coverage, which I was already annoyed by on a useless interview. You got Jericho jumping through the roof on every play, and I can't even see in full screen because I got to hear Reggie kissing Steph Curry for the whole damn thing. I mean, what I said on Twitter, I said, look, why not, if you're going to do this useless interview, right? Why not do it in the in-between quarter useless interview time? You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be a useless interview, but at least let me listen and watch the game in full. The play-by-play guys is boring. Somebody get Gus Johnson back, man. We need Gus Johnson back on these games. The play-by-play guys put me to sleep. And then you got Reggie just waxing poetic about everything that the Warriors do, and the Warriors are getting washed by 40 points.
CP, Reggie gave more of a breakdown for Scott Wall, the ref, going down on the sideline off of Jordan Poole's ankle, saying, wishing him all well and everything, and giving us a play-by-play of what's happening with him. But to your point with the Steph Curry interview, I was like, are you kidding? How am I going to watch this game right now? How are you doing it now? And it was for 5 minutes. Yeah. It went on until the clock wound down to 7:30 left in the second quarter. There's a halftime where you could have had all of that time to talk to Steph Curry. You could have done that. There's so many times that you could have had this conversation. Ridiculous. And then I have to hear the protection of the Golden State Warriors. The oh my God, what was it when Quentin Grimes landed on Jerome? Yeah. When landed on Jerome's foot. The defense to Ty Jerome was disgusting. Are you kidding? We have that's a good that's the right foul. Quentin Grimes touched Jordan Poole as he was going up in midair, even though you see Jordan Poole kicking out his leg. But now you're saying, oh, watch out, he's landing on his foot. Why are you calling that on Ty Jerome? How is that a flagrant one?
Can't make it
I don't know. Maybe it's because it's a rule change because Zaza Pachulia did it to Kawhi Leonard, so they're trying to protect anybody flying in, putting their foot under any shooter that's landing. What was happening during this broadcast? And then, not even that, CP, but not even that. You also I had to listen garbage time minutes to hearing Isaiah Hartenstein, fine bench player. Yeah. How are you even jokingly saying Jokic of the East?
You know why?
But he'd even say, honestly, he'd even joke the first time because he was like, "Look at that! That was a Jokic type pass." Bro, or it wasn't Reggie. It was the other broadcaster. I was like, are we kidding right now?
By the fourth quarter, I had the game on mute. I kid you not. I was over it. I was done with the theatrics. The Wiseman love fest. I mean, the guy makes a layup and he's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I was over the theatrics.
No, they're praising for one rebound.
Oh, my Lord.
One rebound.
Somebody call Gus Johnson and get him on TNT full time. What are we doing? All right. So that,
even worse. Hold on. Even worse. This is my last airing of grievances.
Yeah.
How do you then play the replay of the parade at MSG from last season? It's like, and you did it in this building, Steph. How do you feel? What?
I don't know, man.
What is happening, man?
It was so desperate. Listen, there's no disrespect to the chef. I like Steph Curry.
No, none at all. It's not to Steph, but the way that you did it and the way they present it, right? It's like, Steph, you did it here, and it's like this whole like grandiose theme.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
Yeah,
we get it.
Let's cut the game up and so we could hear about Andre Iguodala's golf game, because that's what the national TV audience really wants to know about. You can't make it up. You just can't make it up. But that's enough time on them. Shout out to Carrie Barnett 83 says, CP, we need KFTV pregame when we nationally televise. They don't do us justice, bro. Yeah, we might have to take matters into our own hands, man. We'll get JD on it. You know, maybe do a pregame show hosted by JD. Do another play-by-play show. We'll get JD in the mix on that one, man. We got to take matters into our own hands, man. Because this is just ridiculous, what they're doing out there.
But you know what they need? If you're out there, and if this ever happens again, there are Game of the Week previews you can go check out. Go check out Knicks Weekly.
Yeah.
So many other things. So many other things to listen to.
Yeah. That's it, man. Number one show for the fans, by the fans, man. And shout out to Team #New and everybody wherever you guys are checking in from. The chat was going so fast that we completely missed it. But nevertheless, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, watching, supporting, hitting that like button. Let's get it. Oh, we got up to 1,000 likes. Let's get up to 2,000 likes, man. We got 3,700 people in here. 8 in a row. They're jumping out the window left and right. Let's go, man. Let's go to Rambo from Tampa. Speaking of jumping out the window, Rambo, let's go.
Hold the window steady, because here I come. Let's go. 8 in a row. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about right there all day, man. I feel like everybody ain't coming in with that energy right now, man. We 8 in a row. Tell me we're not hyped about that right now. I get it now. I see Grimes out there, switching out there with RJ. They looking good. Brunson. Man, if y'all not voting for him for it to be an all-star right now, I don't know what y'all doing, man. His team looks good. The front office looks like they know what they're doing. Ari, come out and play.
They calling out.
Yeah, you've been real
Ari
quiet. He's been waiting for us to lose. I want to hear an apology. What do you think about my team now? Because, look, I'm going to be real with you, Ari. You know you're going to want to come root for us later. So come on back now. Come on. Let's go. It'll be 8 in a row, and that's what it is. And Deuce Hive. Come on. Wait till his shots get, man. Wait till him to get a pop. Man, year 3 Deuce, he's going to be a problem. Know that.
Yeah.
But right now, we 8 in a row. Let's just keep it rolling. Hey, business as usual. Tomorrow, let's go, man. Hey, you know, get focused. That's it. We ready, man. Come on. We trying to go 9 in a row.
Rambo.
Rapid fire.
Let them know. Rapid fire Rambo in the building. Bringing the optimism to it. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Shout out to Edward Rodriguez checking in from Dallas. Shout out to Edward, man, repping DR. David Tavares Jr., man, #new from Jersey. Shout out to David Tavares Jr. We got DJ Just Jordan, Southside, Jamaica, Queens. Let's go. Shout out to Makai Gordon, $50 super chat, man. Makai Gordon, definitely appreciate it. HB Carlos, Jamaica, Queens, by way of Portugal. Let's go. We got JMJ5 Music Productions, LI Stand Up, Team #new. Everybody in Long Island, salute to you guys, man. We have Primo Ricky, Colombian in H-Town, Team #new. So shout out to H-Town, Colombian repping. We appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate that, and everybody tapping in, man. It's lit tonight. Devin DePiero, Al drops a $10 super chat. It's 8 in a row. Going to my first MSG game tomorrow. JV Hive is popping off. Team #new. So Devin, enjoy the game. I'll be there on Friday. Anybody in the building on Friday, we will be at Mustang Harry's for the pregame festivities, a little pregame happy hour from 3 to 5. So pull up on us at Mustang Harry's right there by the MSG. And then we'll head over to MSG for a pregame shoot around and get it popping. So definitely meet us over there. Looking
and are you
forward
doing
to
the free throw shot this time around?
I am. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You know, this win streak has me back motivated and inspired. I'm going in cold. You know, I haven't hooped in such a long time. You know, I'll probably go out there maybe Thursday and just just get a little dribble on and just get used to the leather. You know what I mean? And just be ready for Friday.
I feel you. Well, you better get even more prepared because TM threw into the chat saying we got to get you to the All-Star celebrity game, man. So you better start getting training.
Facts. Get me in there, man. Get me in there. We don't need Anthony Anderson. He did like 10 of those already. Get me in there. You know what I'm saying? Get me in there. I'm better than Bieber and all them. Get me in there. Terrence J.
Xenon. Xenon got a Common ready. Well, who'll get you ready?
He did get Common ready. Yeah, I'll talk to Dave and get ready, man. Send me to Salt Lake City. TM said I'm 1 for 4 on the free throw. I don't believe that. I think I'm 1 for 3. You added one more to me, man. Come on, man. Do me some justice. That's 25%. I think I'm 1 for 3. I'll be back. I'll be ready, man. Everybody tune in on Friday. I'll be ready. Whoa. And a $100 super chat is in and registered. The rhyme animal Chuck D is in the building, tapping in with us. Let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. He says 49 and 34. KG, we've been going back and forth on it. Salute to the rhyme animal Chuck D, man. $100 super chat. Definitely appreciate you, man.
Let's go.
Definitely appreciate you, man. Let's get it going. Knicks win once again, man. Easy. 132-94 over the Warriors. And 8 in a row, man. And another good win. Got the Raptors coming in tomorrow. Al, let's take a look at this thing by the numbers, man. Knicks shooting 50% from the field in this one. Another stat that I liked tonight was 27 assists on 45 made field goals and only 11 turnovers, man. I'm loving the fact that this team has just been taking care of the ball for the most part. Yeah, some nights, I think either against the Pacers or Chicago, they had about 18 turnovers. But tonight, only 11 turnovers. They are playing team ball. They're moving the ball well. And they're playing smart. Conversely, they forced 20 Golden State turnovers that led to 36 Knicks points. Knicks once again dominant in the paint. They got their 50 points in the paint to 38 on Golden State. Knicks won the rebounding battle easy, 47-29. And got the job done, man. 42% from downtown, 17 of 40. Nice job all the way around. What were your stat takeaways tonight?
Well, my favorite one is that the largest lead was 38 points.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
That's my favorite one. But the one that points out to me right now, that sticks out to me right now, I should say, is the 14 offensive rebounds versus the Golden State Warriors 4 offensive rebounds. The second chance opportunities that we're getting from Randall, from Mitch, it is so key, man, because we've been getting this now for throughout this winning stretch as well, too. You know, it's not only the defensive rebound stopping our opponents from getting second chance opportunities, is that we're still creating second chance opportunities for ourselves. So when you talk about winning the rebounding battle and being able to put up points, being able to dominate in the paint, because we got 50 compared to their 38, that's where you get it from, because Mitch is that guy who's cleaning up all the boards, getting the putback done. So, look, he went for 100% again today too, and that's from mostly
putbacks,
getting those offensive rebounds.
No question.
But outside of that, you know, I'm looking at them getting to the line tonight. They shot 78%, but they got to the line. They shot from the line 32 times.
Yeah.
Shot 42.5% from 3, 51% from the field. I mean, just talk about clicking offensively at such a high level. I mean, we can go up and down all this. I think the fast break points, or 13 fast break points, is nice, considering that the Knicks have really turned around. This was a team in the past, CP, that didn't like to push the pace out in transition for the first 2 years under Tom Thibodeau. They really stuck to the half-court set, having Jalen Brunson, injecting a lot of youth into this offense now. You see a lot of guys like to get up and down the court, get out there and get the easy transition buckets. And the Knicks right now on the season are 10th in frequency of running in transition right now. So got to give kudos to
How are they in terms of points per possession at this point?
Possession right now. Let me just pull that up. They are 1.10 points per possession in transition. That's a good. They're doing well.
Nice,
doing
nice.
Well
Does Cleaning the Glass have their rank in terms of that?
I haven't checked Cleaning the Glass. I'm on the NBA stats right now,
gotcha.
but they're shooting 52% from the field with an effective field goal percentage of 58.6% out in transition.
Nevertheless, what stats or eye tests, you could see that they're vastly improved in terms of executing in transition compared to, let's say, the first 10 to 15 games. The first 10 games where
their average
they were up in frequency, but they couldn't convert. But now you're seeing them convert a lot more in transition, a lot more.
Absolutely, and right now they're averaging 21.8 points in transition. Such a turnaround, man. Such a turnaround.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Shout out to Pedro Rincon checking in from the DR. Salute to everybody out there in the Caribbean. And By the Numbers, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, man, is daily fantasy sports made easy. And for our first-time signups, for our first-time people, make sure you go to prizepicks.com and use promo code KFTV, and they will give you an instant deposit match on your deposit of up to $100. So if you're playing for the first time and you deposit $50, they'll match you $50. If you play with $100, they will match you $100, and it's very easy to play. With Prize Picks, it's you versus their stat projections. So you're going to pick between 2 to 6 players, and you can choose points, stats, assists, points and rebounds, points, rebounds, and assists, free throws made. There's a number of different stats that you can choose from, and all you're going to do is predict whether a given player is going to produce more or less than that given stat. It is that easy, and you have the chance to win up to 25 times your money. So Al, here is where I went on my Prize Picks tonight. I felt really good about this one tonight, and I did hit 3 out of my 5 on the last one, and I pushed on the 4th. Tonight, here's where I went. Jalen Brunson. This was one of my locks of the night. Brunson had been riding the hot hand from 3, 6-9 against Chicago, 3-3 against the Pacers. I went with Brunson with more than 1.5 3-pointers made, and he hit 2 in the first half. So I got that one. Julius was another lock of the night for me. Julius Randle with more than 9.5 rebounds, and he had 8 by halftime alone. Coming into this game, Julius had hit on that more in 4 out of the last 5 games. 14 against the Pacers, 12 and 13 against the Bulls in those respective games, and he had 8 against the Kings. Julius has been a beast on the glass, so I went with that one. Here's the one I did not get. RJ Barrett, man. I had RJ with more than 22.5 points. I just felt like with no Wiggins in this game, Golden State shorthanded, and RJ riding a hot streak in terms of scoring, that he was going to have himself a night, and he was on his way. He had 11 points in the third quarter, 18 points overall. If this game was any bit closer, let's say if that lead going into the fourth was like 15, teetering, Tibbs wasn't going to play around. RJ was coming back into that game, and I think he would have got it. So I fell short just because the Knicks were too good tonight. And then the last one I had, they had a Taco Tuesday deal with Bradley Beal with 20.5 points. I chose more, but it doesn't look like Bradley Beal is playing in this game against Phoenix. So I think he is? So he's got no points.
No. It hasn't updated yet.
Wait, how many? Okay, hasn't updated yet. I'm bugging. Hold on. Let me check.
He has 17 points right now.
Oh, he's got 17 points. Okay, with 4 minutes to go, Wizards down by 6. Okay, all right. So I'm still alive. All I need is 4 more points, 2 more buckets by Bradley Beal, and I'll get that one. So if he gets that, I'll hit 4 or 5 on the night. How you looking tonight?
Terrible.
Oh.
I really don't want to go into it, but I will. So like you, I did take the Bradley Beal. I saw the Taco Tuesday one. Winning on that, took over. Still, I'm in the same position as you for that one. I took DeMar DeRozan because he's been on a hot streak scoring-wise. So I took him at 26.5 on the over. He just barely missed with 24 points. I then took Jalen Brunson. I was like, you know what? No Steph Curry tonight. He's going to get his. Tonight. I'm going to take the over on 23.5. Because of the blowout, 21 points. Did make it happen. I was also thinking, you know what? Draymond is pretty physical. Julius Randle will get to the line multiple times tonight. He will have the opportunity to go over 5.5. He decided to kill me and missed 3. I could have had it if he made 3. So I chose more than 5.5. He gets 4. Last one, Nikola Jokic chose more than 46.5 because he's just been reliable in that category. Game's still going. Game's over. Looks like. So I did not hit on that one either because that's just how I decided to go for me tonight. So
all right.
Hopefully no one chose my board.
Yeah, right. Well, for you people at home, man, play to win, but play responsibly, please. Go to prizepicks.com, enter promo code KFTV, and as I said, they will match your deposit of up to $100. So it's a great deal, and as we said, the Taco Tuesday deals are ones to look at. But nevertheless, we'll move on to more callers, and let's get back to the phones, and let's hear from, let's see who we got here. Let's see who we got on the call. So to everybody in the chat.
Denver's still going, by the way.
Okay.
Because we'll get Utah by accident.
Nice. 3,800 people in the chat. Let's get those likes up. Let's hear from the Knicks Chick. Maria, what's going on?
What's going on, guys? 38 points smackdown, 8 in a row.
Let's go.
We
Talk
got
to
to
him.
rest our starters for a bit. Yeah, so that's really important. We got to rest our starters before that back-to-back. And it's always a good day when Arcidiacono can get himself on the stat sheet. Yeah. That's when you know it was a good game.
Right.
So the only negative thing, about the whole night was that we had to listen to Reggie Miller. Other than that, everybody contributed. IQ looked like he was auditioning for a starting role right before this trade deadline.
Yeah.
But defense and Jalen Brunson, that's what continues to propel us. Jalen is our glue. He gives us every single ounce of energy he's got. I just feel like assemble the workers. Let's start building the Brunson statue. I don't know how you can't love this guy.
Yeah.
He's it. And then our defense, Tibbs' defense is contagious. It's become a mindset, and it's leading to more efficient offense for us. You know, we killed them on the boards. 8 steals definitely disrupted their offense tonight. Poole's no Curry, but he does average 5 assists. So the fact that we held him to just 1 dime, you know, that's definitely an accomplishment. So longest streak in the league this season is 9 right now. So they're going to have no choice but to talk about us as soon as we break that record.
Yeah.
So coming up soon.
And it's got to be better than what they got on TNT, man, because I was over that trash coverage, man. We should have done the game.
Horrific.
We should have done a play-by-play tonight.
I mean, you know what? I'm going to submit that proposal, as a matter of fact, yeah. I thought you meant on TNT. I'm thinking bigger picture. I'm thinking, let me on TNT.
Right.
But real quick, I just 2 things I want to say. Everybody in here, we have 2 civic duties to handle as part of the Knicks community. So number 1 is to hit the thumbs up button.
Yep, hit that
and
like
number
button.
2 is to go vote for Jalen to be an all-star. So let's go get number 9, guys.
Let's go. The Knicks Chick on the check-in with a rapid-fire call. She said it. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Hit that like button and go to vote.nba.com. Not right now, after the show. And vote for Jalen Brunson to make the All-Star team, man. We got to send Jalen to Utah. It's going to be a lot of competition, man, because of the way they do it, right? They do guards, forwards, and then bigs or centers, if you want to call it that. Mm-hmm. So he's going to be in a pool with Spider, Jaylen Brown, Trae Young, DeJounte, You got Garland.
Kyrie.
Kyrie's got to make it. You know, Kyrie's a lock. Killing right now.
Yep.
It's going to be tough, but we got to get him in there. We got to get him in there. And vote Julius, too. We got to get Julius in there, too.
Yep.
Man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The way that he's been playing, both of them been playing, they're both making really good cases for making the All-Star. So, and if they keep winning, you know, this is another, they take that into consideration too, man. Even if they don't make even if the fans don't get them in, the coaches are going to recognize that, you know? I mean, the coaches recognized it for Julius 2 seasons ago, so they're probably going to recognize it for Jalen, or hopefully, I should say, hopefully they should recognize it for Jalen for what he's doing for this team right now and get him in there. But make sure to go vote. Make sure to get our guys in. These guys are doing a fantastic job right now. 8 in a row, guys. 8 in a row.
These
guys brought the energy tonight.
Yep, big time.
These guys could have taken it easy, but they said, nah, we're going to run it up.
Big time. Big time, man. And shout out that guy, Ian Begley, says 6 Knicks scored in double figures and 4 had at least 4 assists in tonight's game. Knicks won 8 straight, club's longest since they won 9 in a row under Tibbs in 2020 and 2021. Knicks last beat the Dubs at MSG in 2013 when Steph Curry had 54 in a loss. I remember that game. Longest streak since 2020, 2021, Al. You know what happened that year?
I do.
A little 4th seed heroics. Interesting.
4th seed heroics. Can we tie it? Can we please tie the streak at least? That's all. I want to exceed it.
Yeah.
But we got to at least tie it, CP.
Yeah.
We got to at least tie the streak.
I want 9.
How are you feeling about tomorrow?
Tough. Back to back. It's a tough team. I know Toronto's struggling, man. I never put anything past them, man. You know, I never put anything past that team. But we're playing very, very strong basketball right now.
I'm pretty confident tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty confident, especially after the preview. Everyone go check that out.
Mm-hmm.
The matchups are going to be very interesting because of all the wing depth that the Raptors have.
Right. That's
but
my
I
thing.
think one place they could do it is at the center position. They don't got a center. Koloko isn't a center.
Right. He at least he's not ready for the Block Nest monster, Mitchell Robinson, and the problem that he has become.
And Fred VanVleet, man, he hasn't been playing too well. I think that's a good matchup for Jalen Brunson too.
Yeah. I agree, man. It is the wing matchups that I'm leery of, but we'll see. This team is the Knicks, rather hottest team in the NBA right now. I don't care about the Nets. Hottest team.
But the other question,
yeah.
The other question for you, CP, are you jumping out the window?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
This guy. What will make you jump out the window?
A playoff series win. Yeah. Well, I'm here. I'm good. I'm chilling. You know, like I said, when the team wins and guys are playing well and Brunson's cooking, Julius, Grimes, RJ, you know, my guy RJ's back. I'm here, man.
You're telling me 8 wins doesn't get you ready to jump out the window right now, man? Come on. For so long we've seen this. We're talking about tying a 9-game winning streak right now. You're telling me we haven't seen anything like this since the 2012 season with Melo. We haven't seen anything like that.
I just get me to April, man. Just get me to April. Just get me to April. That's all I want to see. Just get me to April.
And by that I mean winning, CP. We saw it 2 seasons ago, but middle of the season, man.
Yeah.
That was at the end of the season.
It's great. It's great, man. Just get me to April, man. Just get me to April. You know, that's it. Look, this team is poised. They're there. As long as they're healthy, they will be in sort of playoff contention. Whether it's the play-in, whether it's 7, 6, 5, maybe it's 4. Let me see it in the playoffs. Let me see.
All right.
Let me see them smack fire out of the Nets with KD and Kyrie. I'm tired of the Nets, man. I'm tired of the Nets. Let's do it. January 28th, Knicks versus Nets. Let's go in there and win. Let's do it.
All right. Holding you to that one.
Yeah. Look, give me a Christmas Day victory. That's all I want for Christmas, man. Give me a Christmas Day victory so I can come on here for post-game live. Oh, we're doing post-game live. And JD just checked in. CP and JD on the 1s and 2s. Christmas confirmed.
Let's go.
It'll be a rapid-fire show. But you're hoping they win. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're hoping they win. Let me air myself out here. This was 2 weeks ago after the Hawks win from Greg from Connecticut when he called in about... This is what Greg from Connecticut said. That this is after the Knicks beat the Hawks at MSG. Here's Greg from Connecticut.
I called with the quarterly report with you and Ian Begley and said, hopefully we can get back to that defensive identity in the last couple of games. You know, being able to hold a couple teams under 90 points is a good start. And the last thing I'll say is I think we're going to win the next 5 games, go on a 7-game winning streak. I'm calling it right now. Knicks Nation, stand up. Let's go. Thanks for taking my call.
All right. Appreciate the call, man. Greg.
Bro, I'm the worst. Bro, you didn't say anything either, man. I'm airing myself out. You didn't say anything. You weren't believing in it.
Hey, man, I wasn't believing anything at that time. 7-game winning streak.
Let me run that back. Hold on.
That's why I'm here jumping out the window, bro.
Let me run that back. Hold
on. And the last thing I'll say is I think we're going to win the next 5 games, go on a 7-game winning streak. I'm calling it right now. Knicks Nation, stand up. Let's go. Thanks for taking my call.
All right. Appreciate the call, man. Greg from CT on the check-in.
Maybe he was just getting late. Maybe he was just getting late, and we were just trying to push through some calls. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was.
I don't know about that.
I don't think that was an early post-game show call by Greg. I got to check. Let me check the tape. Gamba's in the chat. Gamba could tell us because he cut the reel.
I mean, to be fair, if you want to say why we were like 7, we just beat the Hawks and they lost DeJounte Murray for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
they didn't have Clint. They didn't have not Capella. They had Capella. They didn't have Collins. They got Bogey back off injury. You're like, can you believe it?
Right.
You know. But I remember what you said. You were waiting for the Kings for a good test that week. You did say that, though.
I did. And they got it. They passed that test. Seems like every Sunday they get a test, right? They had the Kings. Last week was the Pacers. They got the Pacers. This week is Christmas Day. Christmas is Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
This week it's the Sixers.
The test.
With Embiid and Harden. The Sunday test. Quentin Grimes, let's go. Big test for Quentin Grimes. And speaking of Grimes, Al, B-Ball Index has rated Quentin Grimes with the toughest defender award. Let me just pull that up real quick. Where's my guys at? B-Ball Index. Shout out to my guys at B-Ball Index. They like when we show them love. Quentin Grimes, ladies and gentlemen, number 1 in the NBA, according to the B-Ball Index, in matchup difficulty. Grimes, Dorian Finney-Smith, Drew Holiday, Lou Dort, Javon Carter, OG Anunoby, Herb Jones, Kevon Harris, Denny Avdia, and Caruso. Number 1, man. Toughest assignment. Tonight it was Poole. Sunday it was Halliburton. Wednesday and Friday it was Levine. It was who'd he draw on the Kings? Who'd he get on the Kings? Herder. It was Herder on the Kings. It was Trae Young. Toughest assignment. Number 1 in matchup difficulty, Quentin Grimes.
He's been stepping up to the challenge every single game. You just see it, man. Like, you just see that defensive intensity. that's why at the beginning of the season, go back to saying it made sense for what you needed on this team. Like, yeah, you could like I get the whole like 3-point shooting from last season for Evan Fournier, but this team needed that person who just knew how to defend on the perimeter because Fournier wasn't giving you that. And you saw what happened at the beginning of the season. You were just allowing teams to score in transition. They were getting easy 3-pointers with no one contesting. Grimes just makes a lot of sense, man, and you're just seeing it right now with this intensity. But you also got to include Deuce McBride into that equation, Emmanuel Quickly. Those guys have been guarding the perimeter very well. Point of attack defense has, no pun intended, been on point.
Yeah.
And when you have guys who are that aggressive, guys who have quick feet to stay in front of their defensive assignments, it makes life difficult for your opponents.
Yep.
And we saw when you have that type of like a tough-nosed defense 2 seasons ago, you're able to muddy things up. You're able to stay in these games. And then when you have guys like McBride, Grimes, who can jump passing lanes, have active hands, including Jalen Brunson as well, and even Emmanuel Quickly, these guys can generate steals and then attack in transition and get easy points. So, this not only is it Grimes, but everybody else has been adding on to that. But Grimes taking the toughest defensive assignment every single night. That's incredible. That's a guy that we needed. Now,
No question.
Now it's like understanding why, the team was a little hesitant to put him up in trades because you need that on this team.
But then think about on the flip side what he's doing from 3.
Yep.
Yes, Brunson is having his shine now. He's hot from 3. Julius has been pretty decent, close to league average. RJ's trying to get back up there, but having a guy, at least one guy in this lineup that you can count on for 3-point efficiency, and he's the guy on the other end with the toughest assignment. That's why you have value in 3 and D wings.
And speaking of absolutely. And speaking of trading and trades, Ian Begley dropped an article today
Let's talk about it.
With some bombs. All right.
Yeah.
Giving Randall his praise, which is needed, and talk about how his mindset has changed to trying to see how he can help the team overall, like just help them be better and creating plays for them and helping them on defense. All that was noted, but to see that there's potentially there's like talks of an executive that was trying to take Leon Rose's position was in there.
That sounded like Ujiri, right? According to Begley, that the top executive, Eastern Conference executive, through back channels was trying to get to Dolan to put his name in the ring in case Leon got canned. A top East executive. That sounds like, that ain't Brad Stevens. That sounds like Ujiri.
And that ain't the Bucks either.
No. That sounds like Ujiri.
So, that one is a first bomb. That kind of tells you where everything was at that Mavericks game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then later on in that article, making a call for OG Anunoby?
Making a call for OG.
This is not, OG's a very good player. I like OG. I think he's a very good 3-and-D player. Even for the Raptors, he's been that guy to hold him down on some nights. But to make a call for trading for him, I'm just thinking, who are you trading? Because he goes into a starting rotation.
Right.
You're not trading RJ, right? Because of the poison pill. I don't see Masai taking on that type of deal. So then were you thinking about trading Grimes if that was the case?
Right. Well, I think it would. It's hard to say, but let's hear this because I want to play this clip from Zach Lowe. It's a perfect segue. This is what Zach Lowe, who had Ian Begley on his show in the Low Post Podcast. This is courtesy of Low Post Podcast, ESPN. This is what Zach Lowe had to say in regards to the market potentially for an OG Anunoby. Listen closely.
For Knicks fans in this sense, if those things ever change, my first big shot at Donovan Mitchell or didn't take it, you said the name OG Anunoby. If I'm them, that's a guy I would look really, really hard at. And I said last week, I want to be very careful here. I said I don't think the Raptors are interested in it. All these reports that Anunoby is unhappy. You know, he's publicly said no. The Raptors over the years have publicly said everything's fine. I still think the Raptors are going to stabilize. All of that. I got bad news for Knicks fans in this sense. If those things ever change, the entire league wants OG Anunoby.
Oh yeah,
everybody wants OG Anunoby. And if he ever gets traded, the price in picks or whatever is going to surprise people because it might be on par almost with what the Cavs gave up for Donovan Mitchell. Like, it's going to be a lot if it ever happens.
The price could be close to what the Cavs got for Mitchell. Listen, I like OG. He's a nice wing. He's having a big year this year. I would never in a million years trade for him for that type of package. If that, I mean, who knows? I mean, you know, Zach could just be talking. Who knows, right? But let's say, hypothetically, you're looking at multiple firsts, young players, and you're talking to Ujiri. It was Danny Ainge of the East, like, right? You're dealing with a guy who knows what he's doing, and he's gonna rake you over if he can. Captain Fleece.
That Bargnani trade still stinks.
Still stinks. No way. No way.
Yeah, that's a steep price. I wouldn't do that for OG. I like OG as a player, but
yeah,
he's not even in that. He's not even like the top 25 in the league for that type. That's what you're getting with Donovan Mitchell.
Right. I mean, to trade that for, at least with Spider, yes, it was costly, but you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
With OG, if that is around the type of framework, the type of parameters, now you're looking at trading based off of potential. Yes, he's 25. He's climbing up every year. Where does he have the Raptors right now? I mean, things can turn around.
Yeah.
But where are they at right now with him on the team?
And you talk about a team with Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby.
Trent,
yeah. They're struggling, you know?
Yeah.
So, if, like, this is where, I wonder if it's because of the Donovan Mitchell trade or more so the Rudy Gobert trade that really shook up the market for what he commanded, because I don't see how you can even ask for that many picks for OG. Like you said, you're asking for, there's a lot of hope that goes in there.
Yeah.
You're hoping that he can get to that type of potential, and like on some nights, yeah, he can get that for you, but that's not what he's been asked to do since he's been with the Raptors.
Right.
You know? I don't know if this is just like all hype, because I think for some period of time there was like that little joke like mini Kawhi, because he's a quirky guy.
Right.
You know, plays the wing, plays with that quirky style motion like Kawhi does. Nah, that's too steep of a price for OG, man.
Yeah. Agreed. Definitely agreed. Let's go rapid fire on player ratings presented by KnicksFanTV.com. Go to KnicksFanTV.com to check out KnicksFanTV Remy's recaps and player ratings. Let's go rapid fire on these ratings out. Give me a rating for Julius.
Julius tonight, he's going to get I'm going to give him, pull up the stat sheet real quick. Hold up. I'm going to give him an 8 tonight.
Okay.
So he had solid production. Got you 15 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. 3-point shooting wasn't there tonight, but he did get to the line. I thought his defense was okay for the most part. He's getting an 8 for me tonight.
Yeah, I'll give him an 8. They didn't really need him that much tonight, but he was still a beast on the boards. 5 dimes. As you said, his defense was fine. 5 for 12 from the field. You know, still efficient. I'll give him an 8. Brunson.
I'll go with a 9 for Brunson tonight.
Yeah.
He was cooking. Didn't need him in the fourth. 21 points, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 2 for 5 from 3, 7 for 16 from the field. Got you that 1 steal. solid production for him tonight. Captain Clutch gets a 9.
Yeah, I'll give him a 9. I believe it was second quarter where he pretty much had the Knicks separate themselves from this team, and they just had no answers for him. They tried to disrupt him with Clay with his size. Then he started hitting fadeaways. Then the floater started dropping. 2 for 5 from downtown. No answer for him. Give me a 9 for Captain Clutch and get him to the Utah All-Star game. How about RJ?
RJ continues to be good with inside the arc, man. 7 for 12 for tonight.
Yep.
I'm liking the improvement. 5 assists. He's showing you that playmaking. You got your 3 rebounds. I'd like to see that go up a little bit higher. Got you 18 points. He had some really good finishes tonight, man. Attacking through contact and transition. I'm gonna give him an 8 as well. You know, I'm gonna give him an 8 as well tonight, just for doing that. 3-point shooting will, got to come back around, but I'll give him an 8.
Damn, it's a little stingy, bro. I thought he got a 9 tonight.
Ooh,
give him a 9. Yeah, I like the way he was attacking. Finished strong again. Took some nice angles to the glass. 11 points in the third. Understanding the magnitude of the game, knowing that they're on their heels. I think he kind of delivered that knockout punch in the third, man. 11 points in the third. How about the mid-range free throw line jumper that he hit? I'm giving him a 9 just for that. I'm giving him a 9 just for the one mid-range jumper that he knocked down. Let's go, RJ.
Shocked.
Let's go.
Shocked when I saw that one.
Yeah. I'm giving him a 9. That's right. 18 points for RJ. 5 assists. Right?
Yep.
How about the assist that he got to quickly late in the third? Operating in traffic. Pulls a little spin move. He's on 3 guys. 3 guys are on him. Finds quickly in the corner. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
We're not forcing. We're letting the game come to us. Oh, there goes quickly. He's the hot hand. Let me get it to him for the corner 3. That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
I'm giving him a 9. How about Grimes?
How about Grimes?
Yeah.
Grimes tonight. Giving Grimes. I'm going to give Grimes an 8.5 tonight.
Okay. I like that.
Got you 19 points, 5 for 9 from the field. Thought his 3-point shooting was phenomenal. 4 assists. His defense, he's taking the tough defensive assignment, but I have to dock him here, CP.
Yeah.
And it comes down to the fouls.
Yeah.
There was one where he fouled Jordan Poole right before the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You're such an important player to that starting rotation.
Yeah.
You can't be giving stupid fouls like that. And especially when you already have 3 and you're taking on 4 at that point. If this game, God forbid this game went south, and you have 4 fouls, you see what they're calling for Jordan Poole when he's attacking. You got to be smarter than that. I would have given him even higher than an 8.5 tonight, but that you got to be better than that, man. You got to be better than that. You know better. 8.5 for Grimes tonight.
I would say 8.5. I'm gonna give him an 8.75.
Where does this come from?
Listen, my ratings are my ratings, man. Your ratings are your ratings. My ratings are my ratings. I'm giving him an 8.75 on a technicality. The 4 of 8 from downtown. Tough shot shooter. He had one where he caught the ball damn near on the court, on the court. Rose up, rise and fire, knocked it down. 4 assists. I'm giving him points for that. Defense was a little bit shaky. Poole gave him a little bit of work. Clay tried to get to him in the third. They're tough guys to cover. He was out there on the bum leg, on the sprained ankle. He did what he could. So I give him a 0.75 for the valiant effort on the defensive end, but I'm not going to 0.25 because, as you said, some not so smart plays, but Poole was a tough cover for him. 8.75 for Grimes.
What is happening on this show?
Hey, my ratings are my ratings, man. Your ratings are your ratings. How about Emmanuel?
You give him a 9.
Emmanuel, quickly.
Oh, man. Emmanuel, quickly. All right.
Richard Baptiste, 8.75, terrible rating system.
I'm giving IQ
90 seconds.
Yeah.
An 8.96. Nah, I'm playing. I'm giving quickly a 9 tonight.
Yeah, me too.
See,
Me too.
I'm going by halves or rounds over here. I don't know where we're getting 0.75. I'm going to give him a 9 tonight because he broke out of a shooting slump.
Yeah.
6 of 10 from the field, 5 for 6 from downtown. CP.
Yep.
At one point of this game, he was not missing any three-pointers that he.
Hang on. 1 second. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, at no point there's not at no point. At one point he did not miss a 3 tonight, CP. I think he went 5 for 5 at some point from downtown. Finished the game 5 of 6, hit all of his free throws, got 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals tonight. Turnovers a little high, but you know what? I'll forgive him for that just because he got out of a shooting slump. His impact was much needed to get this type of blowout win tonight.
Yep.
So I'm giving quickly a 9 for coming out of a slump, being that spark off the bench that he's supposed to be, being that 6th man. And he's the first guy that comes in for RJ, and that's what you're looking for, right? And when he first came in, first quarter, knocked down a 3 just like that. So he's getting a 9.
Big. Yeah, I'm going with a 9 as well, man. Needed him to break out of the shooting slump. And he shot out the gates hot. 5 or 6 from downtown, 5 or 5 from the free throw line, 6 of 10 overall, 22 points, some quick. And that's what you needed. You know, it was a blowout victory. The starters had it, but as I said with Golden State, the battle of the benches was very interesting in that second quarter. But quickly was kind of able to match Jerome and those guys. You know, they let Jerome kind of get out of hand a little bit. But I just liked his approach. And he knocked down his shots. I needed him to break out of the slump, and he did. And his defense was good. Once again, his defense was solid. 2 steals and a block tonight for Quick. I'm giving him a 9.
We got so shout out to my guy Yao in the chat. He said, y'all scoring like it's the Olympic figure skating.
Listen, man. My score is my score, man.
My score is my score.
All right, let's go. We'll take 2 more. We got to go rapid fire. We got another show tomorrow. Let's go to Belize. Peter from Belize. Peter, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good, man? How you doing, man?
All right. So I'm doing fine. Anytime I call is to reveal prophecies. You chase the guy that said 7 in a row. Well, get ready to chase me off the line right now. All right. So tomorrow we're gonna tie 9 in a row that we did on April 24th, 2021 against the Raptors. Who we're playing tomorrow? Raptors. 9 in a row.
Okay.
Now 10 in a row against the Bulls. 11 against the Sixers. Now no one has swept the Texas Triangle since 2008 again with the Boston Celtics. So we got Mavs, Spurs, Rockets.
Okay.
No
Peter
one
from
has
Belize
swept.
dropping facts.
We're gonna be the first to sweep the Texas Triangle since 2008. All right. Now the roadblocks in this is Sixers, Mavs, Suns on the 2nd of January here. Okay. All right, we're going.
Okay.
Now the franchise record in 69-70 is against was 18 against the Bucks on the 9th of January. I'm not calling him back on this show until the 9th of January when we've tied 18 straight.
All right, no problem. No problem.
26, and then finally I'm gonna leave you with this.
Yeah.
26 in a row on the 24th of January against the Cavs. That's
right.
where I have it.
Let's
26 in a row. It's crazy. It sounds crazy. All right. Last thing here, guys. Big up the show.
Yeah.
I can't super chat from Belize. If you could figure out how to open up a PayPal account,
Yeah.
so we could send you.
It's all in the
PayPal.
video description. You'll see it, everything. All the links are in the video description. The PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all that stuff is there.
Yeah. 18 in a row,
Yeah.
9th of January against the Bucks, 26 in a row against the Cavs, and we can definitely go further than that, but I'm going to cap it off at 26 in a row against the Cavs if we can get past the Bucks on the 9th of January.
All right, man.
All right, man.
What's up, Reg?
So good night and peace.
Okay. Along with the donation, Peter, please send me the contact for your weed guy out in Belize. I need some of that.
Oh.
Send me the contact for the plug in Belize. Send me a care package. Need some of that for my cataracts. All right, Woody from
this
BK.
window ain't big enough for that.
Yeah. Woody from BK, close us out, man. First time caller, close us out. Rapid fire, let's go.
Hey, man, I just want to say, shout out to the Knicks for getting at least wins against the teams we're supposed to get these wins against. You know what I mean? We're showing out that defense does what it does, like it did 2 years ago, is doing it right now. Old dude who said we're going to get 20-something wins in a row?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm definitely jump out the window if that happens. We don't even need to get to the playoffs. We win 20 in a row. I'm jumping out the window for that.
Right.
But just shout out to Mitch. Everybody's saying Julius and Brunson to the All-Star, but as a Knick, I'll give him a Knick All-Star. The Knick All-Star team for doing all he's been doing since getting back from this injury. Former Cam Hive, I know I'm trying to go rapid, but former Cam Hive, but I gotta respect everything that Grimes is doing.
Okay.
Everything he's doing, I appreciate him. He's doing his thing. He's showing. Oh yeah, for sure. Now, once we start feeling some real teams who got a full roster and everything like that, Cam could be really useful. But it is what it is, and it ain't gonna happen. But shout out to them, and real quick, let's try to get you on this All-Star game, CP, because I would love to put a bet on Prize Picks to see if you'll get at least 10 points, steals, rebounds, and all that. Can you get at least 10?
Get me to the celebrity game so I can cross up Rappaport. That's all I want to do. Let me just chop him up real quick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need Anthony Anderson, man. He did it like 5 times already. Get some fresh blood in there, man. Who we got? Drewski. You let me get up in there and with Drewski and cross him up a little bit, man. Enough of the theatrics.
Got to, man.
Yeah.
Enough of it. Enough of James Dolan not paying TNT so they can talk about the Knicks just a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck that was, man. I think James didn't pay the bill.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we'll get there, man. Definitely appreciate the call, man. Appreciate you for repping, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate Nick. Shout out to us. We doing best.
Let's go. Woody from BK. A former member of the Cam Hive. He's jumped ship. He's with the Grimes Hive now. He's with us. Yeah, get me to Utah so I can just chop up Rappaport real quick. Drain a 3-pointer in his eye, and then I'll just walk off the court. They'll be like, oh, where's this guy going? I'm out of here, man. I'm back to New York. I don't want to be in Utah anyway. I just want to chop up Rappaport one time. Tell him stop being a chatty patty.
Get off the jet. Go go to the arena. That's crossover.
Yeah.
Leave the arena. Hop back on a jet.
Back at it.
Land back in.
Yeah. Get back for the dunk contest.
And do a post game while you're at it.
And do a post game. You know what I mean? Get back to the crib in time for Saturday for the dunk contest, and hopefully either Obi or Jericho's in there, jumping through the gym.
Yo, Jericho in a dunk contest?
Problems,
cool.
Man. But great show, man. Absolutely great show. 8 in a row. Let's go. No rhyme and no pun intended, but we just doing what we doing. Once again, shout out to the Rhyme Animal, Chuck D, man. Says $10 Superchat says, this is wow. maybe seen this once before. Reminds me when the Knicks traded Hall of Fame star Walt Bellamy for Dave DeBusschere, defensive leader. And we got Holtzman and got addition by subtraction. Missed the game traveling. Of course, we know if you're not in the chat with us, Chuck, you're doing something important. So we appreciate you for tapping in whenever you can. Boxing fan 1895 out of Super Chat says, I need to go to Peppers and get some of that blood pressure jerk chicken to commemorate this victory. Wait. Where is Peppers again? Is that in Brooklyn? Name sounds very, very familiar. Very familiar. Got your open $5 Super Chat. Says, CP, we need that DJ Premier KFTV Friday Night Knicks remix. Yeah, well, if you talk to Robert Randolph, he skipped out on our meeting. We were supposed to meet yesterday. Skipped out on me, Al. All right? He flaked on the first meeting. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Aaron, appreciate you, Aaron. He says, how many teams are better to watch play defense than Q? 50 Burger, hashtag SVHive. Big Sergio in here. Says, when Julius High president publicly calls to ship him out and he morphs into the 2021 Randall again. Coincidence? Hashtag motivational guru. Hashtag you never know who's watching. Shout out to Big Surge. That's right, Peppers is in Flatbush. That's what I knew. Yeah. That's in Brooklyn, man. That's my Brooklyn spot. Yeah, I used to go there. Matter of fact, that was down the block from where I used to live.
Oh, word?
It was right down the block, yeah. But it wasn't called Peppers when I was there. It was called Exquisite. Peppers is a new name. It was called Exquisite. Yeah, it was right down the block from where I used to live.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Junior Caroma. Says, TNT be hating on the Knicks. Shaq and Barkley completely hate us for some weird reason. Barkley talking about we not even the best team in the city, as if nobody cares about the Nets over here. Shout out to Carl Burnett, 83, says, CP, we need KFTV pregame. Okay, got that one. Larry Israel says, CP, we're 18-13, not 17. Quit trying to downplay the win streak. Reggie still weak and the Knicks strong. Let's go. Tristan Clement says, $20 Super Chat says, LJ 4-point play. Jalen Saga, Allen Houston game winner against the Heat. Van Gundy on Alonzo's leg. KnicksFanTV in any order. Let's go. Jay from the Heights, salute to Jay. He says he's put an emoji strapped on his back. CP, let's go. Parachute strapped on his back. Let's go, 9 in a row. Let's go. Shout out to Benji, $8 Super Chat. Gotta be legend, $5,000 Costa Rican Cologne says, let's go Knicks. Season's greetings, CP, Alex, and all Knicks Nation. Shout out to Steelers, Knicks fan 757 says, TNT needs to stop giving Reggie our games and giving the longest interview to Curry I've ever seen. S.Po25, Quentin Grimes, a.k.a. Klay Thompson Jr. is here to stay. Brian Almonte, let's freaking go Knicks. Var Pat, Grimes fills the role that Reggie Bullock did 2 years ago. He draws the toughest assignment, spreads the floor more. He's the heart of the team. He also says, can't stand Reggie Miller as an announcer. For someone that played the game, he don't know much. Afrique NY, best free agent signing in decades. Brunson is for real. Porter Carroll, $20 Super Chat. MK Tabs, appreciate it. Jamaica Queens, 22. The Warrior Pack is hitting. Raymond Jimenez says, the commentary made me not enjoy this game as much as I could. Curry didn't need more than 3 questions in the second quarter. Glad we got the dub, though. Christian Cruz, Quentin Grimes, good night, folks. Bring on Toronto. Okay. That is the show. Al, great job, man. Great job. All the mods, Mod Squad, great job. And everybody in the chat. Remember that the show is available in audio podcast format. So if you miss it, you can always catch it on all the major podcast platforms. So no reason to miss it. Shout out to the replay gang watching the replay on Wednesday. And we'll be back Wednesday night, man. Post-game live, Knicks versus Raptors, going for 9 in a row. Make sure that you guys are going to manscaped.com. Enter promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. And prizepicks.com, promo code KFTV for a 100% match on your deposit of up to $100, man. Al, we out of here. Great show, great job. See you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.